Shout out to everybody out there, man. I gotta send me a link for the unofficial Op Nation Discord, man. I gotta come through the unofficial Op Nation Discord one day. I don't have a link for that joint, man. Email that joint to me, man. I need the unofficial Op Nation Discord, man. Okay. Okay, KK. There's so much going on, man. And I mean, like, I'm not even like trying to be funny, man. It's a lot going on, man. Let me get to it, man. Without further delay. Without further delay, man. We just gonna get right into it, man. Ah, what is up? Everybody hit that like button for me, man. Hit that like button for a player. For a player. Hit that like button for a player. You figure deal me? You figure deal me? So much going on, man. So much going on, man. I'm telling you, man. What did I do all day? I got an hour of sleep, probably like 45 minutes. I made some videos earlier for my Caitlin Clark channel. I watched the kids. Then around 7, started the process of putting them to bed. Daughter went to bed. My son, 2-year-old son, didn't go to bed until like 10 something. He didn't go to bed until like 10 something. I made some more videos for my Caitlin Clark channel, and then I came here, man. You know, all in a day's work. You feel me? Nothing special, man. Just a day of a content creator, man. Creating content, man. You know how it is. You know how it bees. You know how it bees. Just a day in the life of a content creator creating content. You know how it bees. He said that mean I'm gonna doze off? Nah, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm in the building, man. I'm I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go, man. Let's get it cracking. Everybody smash that like button for me right quick though. Let me see if I can get everybody to smash the like button. And then let's go. Cause you know you're gonna like it. Let's be honest, man. You know you're gonna like it. You don't have to wait to see something that you're gonna like. You know coming into the show, you gonna like it. You know that.
The LAPD needs your help tracking down a kidnapping suspect on the prowl in North Hills, Panorama City area.
Investigators are telling us he has been luring young girls into his vehicle. Eyewitness News reporter Leo Starworth is live in North Hills with more on what police are looking for this morning. Leo?
Well, parents, as you well know, there are a lot of pathetic, sick predators out there looking to harm our children. So you need to be advised about this. Now, we're outside of the Mission Area Police Station. We talked to a detective who has a very vague description of the suspect they're looking for. They say basically he's in his early 20s and he's still out there. And again, they're wanting us to advise you parents again, and I'm sure you've told your kids this over and over again, stay away from strangers. And if a stranger approaches them, asking them if they need a ride, they need to bolt in the opposite direction, screaming bloody murder if necessary. Now, here's more on this disturbing story.
The girls were first contacted at North Hills Community Park, right off of Acre Street and Columbus.
LAPD Detective Efren Gutierrez says the suspect pulled up next to two girls, 13 and 16 years old, offering them a ride. This unfolding Sunday late afternoon. He says the girls declined, kept walking until the suspect approaching them a second time several blocks down the road. Yet again, they declined. However, Detective Gutierrez says the suspect kept tracking the girls and offering them a ride a third time at Nordhoff Street and Columbus. This time he says they accepted.
They got into his vehicle and proceeded eastbound. However, instead of going to the location where the girls instructed him to, the suspect drove to the area of Sunburst and Lamona. It is a residential neighborhood, but it's secluded enough, not enough people or vehicle traffic around. The suspect locked the car doors and then offered them money. He offered them alcohol, drugs, and then he began to unzip or unbutton his shorts, where he asked for sexual favors in exchange for money. The girls were frightened.
Come on, bro. You can just say it. He asked for a blowjob, man. Man. He asked for a blowjob. Crazy. Little kids, man. So when we find him, right, will he be able to be like, I'm minor attracted, man? I'm a minor attracted person, man. What you mean? Listen, that minor attracted stuff, when the Democrats get back in office, I don't know when they're gonna get back in office. First, it's gonna pass in some states, right? Like maybe California, something like that, New York. But they're gonna try to take that nationwide, that minor attracted crap. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, well, Trump's a pedophile. We had a pedophile in the White House. They won't say that. I'm telling you, man. It's coming. They're rebranding pedophilia. These people are crazy, man. Salute the boy Kachina, man. YouTube said real name only. So boy Kachina doesn't show up much now. Nice, I put this in 2017. Salute Ak and Nation. Peace to you and the Middle East. You have to put your real name? Wow. Is that true, guys? You have to put your real name if you want to create an account on YouTube? I don't know about that, boy Kachina.
They were able to jump out of the car. The first girl jumped out while the car was stationary, and the second girl jumped out of the car while it was in motion. But neither girl was injured. The girls were screaming for help, and eventually the suspect sped away.
Those girls are so lucky. And again, Detective
Now,
said,
how old are these girls? Are they 17, 16? Because if they're 16, 17, like, you know what you're doing. Even 15, these young girls in high school, they know they know to not get, they know better to not get in nobody's damn car unless they trying to smoke or the dude telling we gonna get some liquor or what's up with y'all, I'm gonna give you a ride. I wonder how old these girls were. Because listen, y'all think I be tripping about Epstein files? Them girls in them Epstein files knew what the fuck they were doing. They were recruiting other girls and bringing them on those boats. Those girls weren't angels, man. Let me see something.
North Hills with more on.
so you need to be advised about this. Now, we're outside of the Mission Area Police Station. We talked to a detective who has a very vague description of the suspect they're looking for. They say basically he's in his early 20s and he's still out there. And again,
he's in his early 20s. He's on burrito, man. Just say he's an on burrito, man.
They wanting us to advise you parents again, and I'm sure you've told your kids this over and over again, screaming bloody murder.
Girls were first contacted at North Hills Community Park, right off of Acre Street in Columbus.
LAPD Detective Efren Gutierrez says the suspect pulled up next to two girls, 13 and 16 years old.
13 and 16. 13 and 6. That 16-year-old. That 16-year-old. 13 and 16. What do y'all think about that? So we got the ages 13 and 16. The 16-year-old, come on, you 16 years old. You get in a man car, you know the deal. You know the deal. If a dude pull up and you get in his car, you know. Dude ain't just gonna give you. Now listen, dude might give you a ride, but eventually he gonna want something. Your number, he gonna want your phone number. You gonna hook up later, even if he don't try to like pull his jammy out. You will just instantly pull his shit out. He wants your number. He gonna want your number. He doing it for a reason, not out the kindness of his heart. Now the 13-year-old girl could have been a little sister, or a little cousin, or even a friend. But 16 is not. Like 16-year-old girls are savvy, and I don't know about Mayberry, but in Washington D.C., 16-year-old girls are fucking play the shit out you, get you for all your money. The right ones that'll hop in the car, they hipper than you are. You a square. You a fucking square. They're hip. They hanging with killers and shit. They riding around in carjacked cars. Shout out to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Listen, make sure y'all hit the like button. He said, I used to. Listen, these girls, these young girls, they not that innocent, man. Now, kids is a different thing. Like the 13-year-old, I'm sure it wasn't her out of getting it, but 16 in the hood or at a hood school, you know what time it is when a strange dude pull up and try to holler at you out the window of his car. And then you get your ass in that motherfucking car.
Now, here's more on this disturbing story.
The girls were first contacted at North Hills Community Park, right off of Acre Street in Columbus.
LAPD Detective Efren Gutierrez says the suspect pulled up next to two girls, 13 and 16 years old, offering them a ride. This unfolding Sunday late afternoon. He says the girls declined, kept walking until the suspect approaching them a second time several blocks down the road. Yet again, they declined. However, Detective Gutierrez says the suspect kept tracking the girls and offering them a ride a third time at Nordoff Street and Columbus. This time, he says, they accepted.
They got into his vehicle and proceeded eastbound. However, instead of going to the location where the girls instructed him to, the suspect drove to the area of Sunburst and Lamona. It is a residential neighborhood, but it's secluded enough, not enough people or vehicle traffic around. The suspect locked the car doors and then offered them money. He offered them alcohol, drugs, and then he began to unzip or unbutton his shorts, where he asked for sexual favors in exchange for money. The girls were frightened. They were able to jump out of the car. The first girl jumped out while the car was stationary, and the second girl jumped out of the car while it was in motion. But neither girl was injured. The girls were screaming for help, and eventually the suspect sped away.
Those girls are so lucky. And again, detectives saying that the suspect they're looking for in his early 20s. They say he fled in an older model four-door sedan. Now, here's the real scary part. He's still out there, folks. Keep your kids close. Live outside of the North Hills Mission Police Station, Leo Stallworth, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tonight, two teens are facing charges after robbing a Pilsen nail salon at gunpoint. The owner says police were able to catch up with them because one of the teens forgot a phone and returned for it at the scene of the crime. Leslie Moreno has that.
Yo, we gotta start that from scratch, man. We gotta start that from scratch. Shout out to my man, Snake Plissken, man. He says, "Sup, Ox? Salute, my brother." Oh man. He said, "I got surgery tomorrow. If you don't see me again, I didn't make it. See you on the other side." Well, you know what, man? Listen, I know you afraid going under. You probably going under, right? Snake Plissken, man. I want you to know, man, all our nation is we praying for you, man. We hoping that you have, faith, and that you're going under and you're gonna wake up. It's gonna feel like you were under for 1 minute. You're not even gonna remember it, man. You're gonna wake up, and make sure you when you wake up, man, you holler at me, man. I've been afraid to go into surgery too, man. That's a common fear, man. Knowing you got a surgery, and especially if it's a major surgery and you got to go under. People afraid of that, man. That's a common fear. That's not uncommon. Everybody don't talk about it, but people be scared, man. Everybody not gonna tell you that, but people be scared. Okay, so you ain't the only one, man. A lot of people be scared of that shit, man. The unknown, because it's the ultimate unknown. Not necessarily the surgery, but going under. You know what I mean? The surgeons in America are great. Most times the surgeons, you have multiple surgeons, you have blood on hand, you have all the instruments. So you're going to be all right there, but it's the unknown. So yeah, man, salute to Snake Plissken, man. Be brave, man. Stay prayed up, man. But know that you ain't the only one that be scared of that, man. Get in the comment section, man. Hit the like button, everybody, man. Yeah, man. Let's go.
Tonight, two teens are facing charges after robbing a Pilsen nail salon at gunpoint. The owner says police were able to catch up with them because one of the teens forgot a phone and returned for it at the scene of the crime. Leslie Moreno has that story.
Nareida Aparicio says the incident has left her shaken.
It was very fast, everything, and I was scared.
As she was closing out her business on Saturday, she says these two teens robbed her at knife and gunpoint.
When he pushed me, he held me in my hands.
Chicago police say the robbery happened at
Chicago.
Mermaid Spa Nail Salon in the 1700 block of
So
West.
Chicago, we already know who did it, all right? Let's be honest. Chicago, we know who did it, right? Chicago, we know who did it. All right? Let's just stop playing around. We know who did it. All right? We know who did it. Chicago. Nail salon. Chicago, we know who did it.
Aparicio says the incident has left her shaken.
It was very fast, everything, and I was scared.
As she was closing out her business on Saturday, she says these two teens robbed her at knife and gunpoint.
When he pushed me, he held me in my hands.
Chicago police say the robbery happened at Mermaid Spa Nail Salon in the 1700 block of West 18th Street in Pilsen. The suspects, two teens ages 13 and 14. According to the owner and her daughter, one of the teens walked in and asked for change. When the owner refused, the teens accused her of being racist. The owner then opened the drawer to get the change. That's when the teen tried running off with the money. The owner says she fought back until he pulled out a knife.
So she did let go of the money, and also the kid that was sitting down, he did lift up his sweater and showed her a gun.
Moments later, the owner realized one of the teens had left their phone behind. She quickly locked up the doors and called police. Minutes later, the teen returned. However, the doors were already locked. The teen smashed the front door to get his phone back.
Outside witnesses were trying to hold him back, and he was just so adamant about getting back his phone, and so he kicked and pushed and broke the glass, and he tried to stick his foot in through the glass as well, and I think he hurt himself.
Fortunately, the salon's cameras were off, but the owner says police were able to catch up with the teens quickly thanks to these clear photos of them returning to the scene of the crime for the phone. The owner says it's a shame that such young children are having to resort to crime.
My brother is about to be 14 tomorrow, actually, and I can't imagine him ever doing any of this. It's really sad, unfortunately, and I know that they are being held, but I know that there has to be some sort of accountability.
According to the business owners, those two teens also tried robbing other nearby businesses. The owner says it's now working on making security adjustments. The two teens were arrested later that same day. They are both facing felony charges and appeared before a judge this morning. In Pilsen, Les Moreno, Fox, Chicago.
Another deadly shooting to tell you about, this time in Atlanta. It happened in the English Avenue neighborhood around 8:30 at Cameron M. Alexander Boulevard and Elm Street. We don't know much about the person who was killed. We'll give you an update as soon as we learn more about that. In the meantime, a shooting at a VA clinic in Jasper. One person airlifted to the hospital. The suspected shooter was confronted by police who shot and killed him.
Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Jasper tonight. And Denise, dozens of officers raced to the scene when the call came in.
Yeah, it was an extremely intense day. Certainly nothing anyone would have expected that would happen here at the VA in Jasper. The GBI and the Veterans Affairs Office are now working alongside local police investigating the shooting.
At least 10 to 15 shots, at least, could be more. It was repetitious.
Charles Logan was just around the corner from the VA clinic in Jasper when he heard the gunfire.
The next thing you know, the cavalry showed up.
Jasper police and Pickens County Sheriff's deputies flooded the parking lot. An employee at the VA clinic had been shot and had to be airlifted to the hospital. Police went after the suspected gunman.
The individual was confronted by responding officers and was subsequently shot. during the encounter.
The suspect was killed. Evidence markers could be seen on the north end of the parking lot. At least one vehicle was struck by gunfire. Witnesses say other bullets went into the Goodwill next door.
The bullet had went through the Goodwill and hit where I was standing at.
The doors of the Goodwill were locked and everyone was ushered to the corner of the building.
Everybody was shaking, everybody was on their phones. And I was calling my wife saying there's a shooting going on here. And just want to tell you I love you.
Police say they don't know what led up to the shooting. They also could not say what connection, if any, the gunman has to the VA clinic, only that he is from the area. The shooting has left many stunned.
You wouldn't think nothing like that would happen, but you never know. You never know.
And police have not released any names. The VA says the clinic will remain closed the rest of the week, and they're ensuring that veterans and staff have access to counseling after this tragic event that happened here earlier today. Reporting live in Jasper, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Denise.
White crime.
Well, a deadly triple shooting over the weekend in downtown Athens is putting the city's crime rate under a microscope. And tonight, the police department is addressing crime all across the city.
And we're also getting our first look at the suspect charged in the shooting that killed two young men. This is Mark D'Souza, the 22-year-old charged with murder. He was arrested in neighboring Jackson County hours after the shooting. The young men who lost their lives, 22-year-old Clayton Adams of Madison County and 19-year-old Dylan Bentley, who was from Jackson County.
Well, a third victim remains in critical condition at Grady Hospital of downtown Atlanta, and that's where we find 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn live outside the hospital. So, Cody, we understand you have some new details on this deadly shooting, right?
Ron and Jennifer, at least one of these warrants alleged the shooting was unprovoked. Now, the surviving victim, Landon Skinner, remains in critical condition here behind me as his family holds on to hope he can pull through his injuries. March 14th, shortly after 2 a.m., shots rang out in this parking lot on North Jackson Street in downtown Athens. Athens Clark County Police and fire raced to the scene, where they found Clayton Adams, Dylan Bentley, and Landon Skinner, all suffering from gunshot wounds. Police say Bentley was shot in the back of the head in what was described as an unprovoked attack. Adams was shot multiple times, and Skinner was shot in the eye. Sadly, Adams and Bentley died from their injuries. On Sunday night, 11 Alive spoke to Skinner's mom, Shauna Rowe from Grady.
All I know is just to hold on to hope, right? And right now I feel so many emotions, anger. You don't understand. You just keep praying and trying to hold on the best you can.
As for the suspect, this is Mark D'Souza, who Rose says was best friends with her son, now charged with shooting him and killing two others who are believed to have saved her son's life.
I called them my heroes because I heard what I got bits and pieces of is they were trying to help. They were trying to help Landon.
As the investigation continues into the deadly triple shooting, on Monday, Athens Clark County Police put out a video.
Hello, my name is Jerry Salters, and I'm the Chief of Police of the Athens Clark County Police Department.
Where the chief addressed crime in the city, saying it's down 3% compared to this time last year.
We've seen aggravated assaults decrease
3%. 3%. Are you serious? 3%? We bragging about 3% down? Are we really doing that? You got white boys doing shootings, man. Your city fucked up if you got white boys out here wilding like that. Your city fucked up. You got white boys out here? Nah, bro. Crime ain't down 3%, man.
Increase 7.7%. Rapes are down 15.8%, and murders down 71.4%.
Okay, that's good.
I did reach out to the police department asking for an interview about this triple shooting and the crime rates, but they declined at this time. As for Landon Skinner here behind me, his mom posted this evening that he is responding to some commands and being able to move his arms. So these are little gains, but providing a lot of hope for this family. Will continue to stay on top of his developing condition. Live outside Grady in downtown Atlanta, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
And hopefully this young man pulls through, Cody. Thank you.
Damn.
Tonight, a family in Villa Rica is in agony looking for some answers here. This is 12-year-old Jada West. She died after a fight at a...
If you never supported the channel, man, take the $5 challenge. Sponsor tonight's programming. If you never took the challenge before, if you never sponsored the show, sponsor the show. Help us beat the algorithm and beat YouTube, man. Support the channel. All the links in the description box.
A bus stop in Douglas County. Tonight, a family in Villa Rica is in agony looking for some answers here. This is 12-year-old Jada West. She died after a fight at a bus stop in Douglas County.
Well, her family is now calling for a transparent investigation into her death. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn is live from Villa Rica. And Patrick, the family today says Georgia has a bullying problem.
And we're in the Villa Rica neighborhood where right now there is a memorial in honor of Jada West. It was right here 11 days ago. She was dropped off on her bus with a bunch of other middle school students. A fight broke out. She went into cardiac arrest later that evening. And now the family, they want accountability. They're calling on a thorough investigation into what potential factors could have caused her death.
I don't know why y'all getting off the bus.
In cell phone video circulated by the family's attorneys, that's Jada West in white on March 5th, moments before a fight at a bus stop after school in Villa Rica.
We can't go back in time and stop what happened that day.
The physical fight between Jada and another girl lasted about 25 seconds. Cell phone video showed Jada initially walking away from the fight, but that evening, Villa Rica police responded to a 911 cardiac arrest call a block away. Her family said Jada died 3 days later.
Justice for Jada. Justice for Jada. Justice for Jada. Justice for Jada.
During a press conference, Jada's mom and family sat quiet. Her family's attorney said Jada was new to Mason Creek Middle School and had reported being bullied prior to the fight on that day.
Georgia has a bullying problem. Georgia has an accountability problem. And unfortunately, Jada will have to be.
What you mean Georgia, nigga? What do you mean Georgia? You mean Blackistan? And the reason, and I know white kids get bullied too. But man, let me tell you, man, as somebody who went to white school and a black school before, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, man. There's a difference, man. There's a difference, man. There's a difference. Press one. There's a difference, man. We not the same, man. It is a difference, man. Is a different. Okay? Not the same, man. Shout out to Gouch and Malo. Salute out. Here it is tonight. Peace to all. Fight at bus stop. Yeah, man. Salute to you, Gouch. We got another incident at the bus stop we're going to get to in a minute. We got another bus stop incident we're going to get to in a minute.
Prior to the fight on that day,
Georgia has a bullying problem. Georgia has an accountability problem. And unfortunately, Jada will have to be the beacon of light to the entire state.
The family's now calling for a transparent investigation into what happened before the kids got on the bus, what happened on the bus, and after, to determine if the school system was negligent in ensuring student safety.
The bus driver also bears responsibility to ensure the safety. But with that being said, we need to know exactly what transpired.
A memorial now sits near where that fight broke out. Villa Rica police is still interviewing those involved, and so far nobody has been charged as part of Jada's death. Today, the attorneys representing Jada's family were asked if the other girl involved in the fight should face criminal punishment.
That is not my position to say. I think the parents would have a position on that.
I mean, she killed the girl. Like, what?
And back here live from Villa Rica, here's a closer look at that memorial. You can see a lot of flowers and pinwheels, signs in honor of Jada West. Again, she was just 12 years old. Now we're still waiting on an autopsy report to get a better sense of the cause and manner of death. I also just got an update from the DA's office here in Douglas County. They told me that this is still an active investigation. They cannot comment further. We're live in Villa Rica tonight. Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
And it started as a playground scuffle and ended with child abuse charges.
Fighting is not the best way, and it is against the law.
How a mother allegedly acted as a trap so her own kids could land punches.
And here is the mugshot of that mother accused of being a bully.
White folk turning up, man. Trump's fault. White folk is turning up. White folk are turning up. Don't tell me that y'all gonna be better at crime than us, man. Give us something, man. Why can't y'all just let us have something? Y'all trying to compete with us with crime? Jeez. This trashy ass white lady.
And it started as a playground scuffle and ended with child abuse charges.
Fighting is not the best way, and it is against the law.
How a mother allegedly acted as a trap so her own kids could land punches.
And here is the mugshot of that mother accused of being a bully on the playground. Thanks for joining us. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. She's accused of holding back a 10-year-old child so her two kids could beat him up. Fox 35 was in the courtroom today when 41-year-old Ketsi Rivera faced a judge. And Fox 35's Marie Ettinger joins us live from Osceola County today. So, Marie, is she going to be getting out of jail anytime soon?
Hi, John. She is allowed to bond out. The judge said she's facing 3 different felonies, each of them with its own bond set. But in the end, she'll only have to pay $1,200 if she wants to walk free while she's awaiting her trial. It started as a playground fight between kids at this neighborhood park in Kissimmee. But when 41-year-old Ketsi Rivera arrived, the sheriff's office says she did not act like the adult in the room.
It's really sad that somebody in our society that think this would be okay.
Deputies say Rivera grabbed a 10-year-old boy by the shirt so he couldn't get away and couldn't defend himself, then pushed her 8- and 9-year-old kids toward him and told them to start hitting him. The little boy wound up with, quote, significant swelling on his left eye, deputies say.
It's really disturbing to know that a mom could instruct their children to strike another child.
The sheriff's office says there is video from the apartment complex, but they're still waiting on a subpoena, so they don't have it yet. When deputies showed up after someone called 911, they tried to question Rivera.
The mom blurted out to the deputy that she did not strike the child. And he, responded by saying he never accused her of striking the child.
A witness at the scene backed up the 10-year-old boy's story, which is how Rivera wound up talking with the judge.
My name is Ketsi Rivera.
To the law, it doesn't matter if she threw a punch or not. Rivera is now facing 3 felony charges: false imprisonment, child abuse, and contributing.
Lock that bitch up, man. Lock that bitch up. She holding the kids to her. Just come on, man. Come on, man. Lock that bitch up. Lock that bitch up and hide the key. You don't got to throw it away. Just hide it. Hide the key.
To the delinquency of a minor.
I find this probable cause for 3 charges.
All 3 are felonies.
As a parent, as an adult, the last thing you should be doing is facilitating this type of fight. You should be de-escalating this and trying to get both parties to understand that fighting is not the best way, and it is against the law.
The judge also said Rivera cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the victims or witness. Live in Osceola County, Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
Wow.
New at 9, $500,000 bail for the man accused of killing a man, a woman, and her unborn baby in Milwaukee earlier this month.
Abril Preciado joins us here in studio tonight with the new details we've just learned about this case. Abril.
Ben, Kim, Fox 6 obtained this criminal complaint that says more than 40 shots were fired, and those shots ultimately killing 2 adults, one of them a pregnant woman. Tyrese Allen appeared in court for the first time this week, since fatal shots were fired near Darien and Greentree in early March. The 27-year-old is accused of shooting and killing 33-year-old Giovanni McVicker and 31-year-old Maya Tolbert and her unborn child.
Here we have just such a disturbing group of facts.
In a criminal complaint, investigators say more than 41 9mm spent cases were recovered from the scene. Police say McVicker and Tolbert were found laying on the ground in the street unresponsive.
One victim was shot 31 times. And the other victim, a pregnant female, 25 to 31 weeks pregnant, visibly pregnant, suffers a total of 8 gunshot wounds.
According to the complaint, people told police the shooter ran towards a nearby apartment. When police approached the building, the man, later identified as Allen, was seen exiting. He appeared to surrender and told police he was, quote, the one who shot them.
When you look at the defendant's statement to police, and it's even more tragic.
Witnesses told investigators it all started with an argument at an apartment building, which then moved outside where things got physical. Police says Allen indicated the dispute had been going on for a while before the shooting.
Mr. Allen requests significantly lower bail.
Allen didn't say a word in court.
I do think the high cash that the state has recommended is warranted.
And Allen is charged with 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. His bail is set at $500,000. Now, Allen's preliminary hearing is set for Monday. Back to you.
A tragic story. Thank you, Abril.
Tonight, a pregnant woman shot and killed in Bruton. Now her sister is speaking out. Investigators say the shooting happened on McGoffin Road, a tragedy that has shaken the community. Renata Seltzer is now behind bars, charged with capital murder.
Man.
Our Claudia Nichols spoke with the victim's sister today. Claudia, she was also a mother.
She was, Jordan. Anna Brown's sister tells me she leaves behind a 3-year-old daughter, and the family is now facing the heartbreak of explaining why her mom is suddenly gone. And because court records show Brown was pregnant when she was killed, her sister says they're now grieving 2 losses.
It wasn't just Anna, it was another part of Anna that was in her, someone that we hadn't had a chance to love yet, know yet, and it's just awful.
Tonight, a sister's tears and a family demanding answers after investigators say Anna Brown was shot and killed while pregnant. Authorities say Brown was shot inside a home on McGogan Road in Bruton on March 6th. Jail records show Renata Seltzer was arrested that same day, charged with murder. Court documents show that charge has since been upgraded to capital murder after Brown was found to be pregnant when she died. Brown's younger sister, Paige Turk, says Seltzer is Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law, and Seltzer and her husband had only recently moved in with them.
We don't know the girl. Anna barely knew her.
Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law, and Seltzer and her
Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law. She got whacked by her boyfriend's sister-in-law. Am I correct? Damn, white girl proximity, man. Proximity, boy. Boy. That proximity of motherfuckers. Salute to Barry B. Barry B is in the building, man. Take the challenge. Take the $5 challenge. Let's see if we get some people to get on the board, man. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Sponsor the show. Yeah, toll pay. She yo, that was like when you go through the Easy Pass and you get that damn letter in the mail a few weeks later. She went through the Easy Pass. She thought it was sweet. She got that letter in the mail. Damn. Jesus Christ. We talking about motherfucker toll paid. Got whacked by the boyfriend's sister-in-law. Girl, hold on, not even the boyfriend or the cousin, next door neighbor, co-workers, baby mothers. What the fuck?
You know, just them not getting along, and you know, she had made.
Seltzer is Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law, found to be pregnant when she died. Brown's younger sister, Paige Turk, says Seltzer is Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law.
Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law. The boyfriend, sister-in-law. So that's the boyfriend, siblings, wife.
After Brown was found to be pregnant when she died, Brown's younger sister, Paige Turk, says Seltzer is Brown's boyfriend's sister-in-law, and Seltzer and her husband had only recently moved in with them.
We don't know the girl, Anna.
So her and her husband moved in. So he moved his brother in, and his brother's wife whacked his girl. Damn. And she got a double body.
Her and her husband had only recently moved in with them.
We don't know the girl. Anna barely knew her. She'd only known her for a month. And Anna had been having a little issues with her, you know, as far as, you know, just them not getting along. And, you know, she had made, you know, multiple comments to me and my mother that she was scared of her.
Prosecutors say Seltzer confessed to shooting Brown. Court records.
Yeah, she about to go stand on that. She about to go for a vacation. This ain't nothing but a little vacation. She about to do this dub standing on her head. She about to go do this dub standing on her head. You know, this shit in light work. It's light shit. I'll be back, y'all. Just send me some commissary, man. I'll be back, y'all. I gotta go lay down for a minute. Go lay down for a minute. I'll be back though. Slight shit. You know, slight shit. I'll be back.
Say 5 weapons were found at the scene, and Seltzer, a convicted felon, was not legally allowed to possess any weapons at the time.
So she is already a convicted felon. See, that's what you don't know. You niggas will bring people around you. That's that it ain't even 6 degrees of separation. It's like 2. A nigga bring somebody around you that's a goddamn stone cold killer. You don't even fucking know it. You'll think shit. You'll just think it's just a normal person, like, especially if you white. Like, if you white, you just think, okay, this is another person, just like me. Like, nah, motherfucker. These motherfuckers come from a different world, man. Life is cheap, Jack. Damn. She got whacked, bro. That bitch whacked her shit. Let me see something. That bitch whacked her ass. God damn. That bitch whacked her like straight up just sent her to the nether regions, man. It wasn't no accident or nothing. It was like, bitch, your time is up. And you know that white girl ain't deserved that shit. You know that white girl didn't deserve that shit. Press 1. You know that white girl didn't deserve that shit. That white girl ain't do nothing for that girl to fucking send her to the nether regions. And I'm not saying that she might not have did something. Maybe she was like, you got these 2 new people in your house. You living with your boyfriend. He moves in, his brother. You know, the brother a mess too. If this his wife, the brother a hot mess. Press 1. If this is the wife, the brother was goddamn. She done moved in fucking goddamn DMX in your motherfucking house and shit. She done moved George Floyd. I ain't talking about the young DMX. I'm talking the old DMX. She done moved George Floyd in your ass, in your motherfucking house and shit. George Floyd and goddamn fucking Sandra Bland and shit. Yeah, moved George Floyd and Sandra Bland in your house, man. Damn. Ain't that a motherfucker?
Turk says she was told others were at the scene when her sister was shot, and she says no one immediately called for help.
It's not right. As soon as my sister hit the ground, someone should have been calling 911.
Nah, them niggas they different. That's snitching. See, this the thing about white folk. They don't understand, man. You gotta know the rules. You gotta know niggas is different. First of all, nobody know how to tend to a wound or anything like that. Anything like that. Nigga don't know nothing about first aid. Nigga can't even put a Band-Aid on right. Press 1. A nigga can't even put a Band-Aid on you right. Band-Aid be all crooked and shit. Damn, man. They done fucked my shit up. Okay, there we go. Salute. Damn. Damn. Jeez.
My sister did not deserve to die knowing that nobody was coming.
Turk says Brown leaves behind a 3-year-old daughter, and the family is struggling to explain why her mom isn't coming home.
So that mean the daughter white. So she got a white daughter. So she was with a white dude before, man. She was with a white dude, man. They say once you go black, you never go back. They do say that once you go black, you never go back. God damn. I don't think this is what they meant when they said that, but shit. Once you go black, you never go back. Damn. She had a baby with a white man. That lady knew she had a little baby, and she was pregnant, and still whacked her ass over some bullshit. Like straight. And then the boyfriend, nobody called the police. They just let her bleed out. Them niggas. She got the whole nigga experience, man. That nigga experience a motherfucker, boy. Whew. That nigga experience is a motherfucker. Yeah, man. You be like, nah, these people can't be like this, man. I know they not like this, man. Ain't no way these motherfuckers is like this. Yep, they like that. And you know what, man? You can't even really you can't really diss them either, man. Cause it's like, yo, that's just how they are. Like seriously, that's just how they are. Like it just is what it is. It ain't even nothing that deep, man. It is what it is, man.
She wants to talk about it, and it's so raw and so fresh for us right now that we don't want to say anything that we'll regret saying. We don't want to traumatize her.
Turk says her sister was focused on being a better mother, sister.
Look at her, man. She's focused on being a better mother, so she has slacked off on the mothering, man. She was focused on being a better mother, so she was slumming with this nigga. So she must have like her life must have gone left. She may have gone wayward, man. That's probably how she ended up with that nigga in the first place. She had been wayward, man. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Wow.
And daughter, and says her future was taken far too soon.
I know what the Lord says about forgiveness, but it's just something that I can't wrap my head around right now.
Jail records show Seltzer is being held without bond in the Escambia County Jail. The family has started a GoFundMe to help with expenses during this difficult time. You can find that link on our website at fox10tv.com. Jordan.
Damn, I'm trying to get to this. I'm trying to get to this motherfucking crossing guard story, man. Sorry, guys.
A new video shows a crossing guard attacked while on the job. Police say she was assaulted yesterday.
Oh, it was a female? Oh shit. I didn't know it was a female. It was a female crossing guard. That nigga, wow, man. Holy shit. Everybody get ready, man. Buckle your seatbelt, man. Buckle your seatbelt. Buckle up. Buckle up, man. Buckle up. Jesus Christ. Let me drop the link, man. Hit the like button, man. Sponsor the show. Take the $5 challenge, man. We out here working hard for you people, bringing you the news, man. People should take more than the $5 challenge. Let's take the $100 challenge, man. Shit. Bring you the news, man.
A new video shows a crossing guard attacked while on the job. Police say she was
Nigga
assaulted
ran.
yesterday near South 6th and Walnut Streets in Darby Borough. Take a good look here because police need you to identify that man. Greg, any info on how the crossing guard is doing tonight?
Not well.
Yeah, well, Sheba, police say that crossing guard physically is doing all right, just dealing with some swelling to the face. But mentally, she is pretty shaken up and is even contemplating whether she's going to go back to work.
We will not tolerate this behavior in Darby Borough.
Chief Joe Gabe of the Darby Borough Police Department is disgusted with this video that he says shows a school crossing guard getting assaulted as she was helping students during dismissal.
Children in the area, there's adults in the area, there's plenty of vehicle traffic in the area. There's a lot going on there at that time.
Police say on Monday, just before 4 p.m., a school crossing guard was directing traffic at 6th and Walnut in Darby as school was letting out at Walnut Street Elementary. You can see a gold Nissan Altima cross the intersection. That's when police say the driver of the Nissan got out of his vehicle and ran after the crossing guard. Moments later, he grabs the guard and hits her in the face, knocking her to the ground.
We're getting details now that he may have been upset with having to wait for her to cross children off of a school bus there. There was 2 school buses there. One of them was unloading children at the time. We believe he was unhappy with that situation.
Police say the crossing guard is doing all right and is dealing with swelling to the face.
We just spoke to her. She's feeling okay, but she's very shaken up of what happened yesterday, and is worried to go back to her position as a crossing guard.
This afternoon, a different crossing guard at 6th and Walnut. But the incident still fresh in the minds of parents.
Yo, you a crossing guard in Philly, man? You getting arguing with a parent? They coming back. She lucky that he ain't come back with a gun. That nigga could have came back with a gun and shot her right there. And it would have been no different of a story than any of these other stories. It wouldn't have been no different of a story than any of these other stories. Salute, man. It'd have been no different of a story than any of these other stories if he'd have came back and shot her ass.
Who interact with the crossing guards all the time.
Whoa!
We showed parent Deborah Ward the video of the assault, which she says it's upsetting.
It didn't make no sense to me because she had been here for a while and she was very polite, so I don't understand it.
It's terrible that a person will come up just out of nowhere, just maybe is frustrated with traffic or having to wait, and goes over and assaults this woman. A male goes over and assaults this woman in front of children and has no problem doing it.
Which police have one message for the suspect.
Turn yourself in. Come in and talk to us, because as of right now, we are tracking you down.
Now, I mean, there's something that police had mentioned was the fact that there are a lot of people that are asking questions about this situation and how this all transpired. And I mean, it happened so quickly, but at this point in time, police say that there were a lot of people that were out here, and they say if there was anybody that witnessed this, to please contact police immediately.
Wow. You gotta run that back, man. We gotta run that back, man. We gotta see another story. I know somebody got some other information on this.
And good afternoon to you, everyone. We're also streaming live for you on CBS News Philadelphia. I'm Natasha Brown.
And I'm Siath Lewis. We begin with a disturbing attack on a local crossing guard.
Well, this vicious attack was caught on camera, and we do want to warn you that the video is tough to watch. Delaware County reporter Madeline Wright has more.
Surveillance video shows the terrifying moment a man punched a school crossing guard in the face and ran away, leaving her unconscious. It happened at 6th and Walnut Streets in Darby Borough around 3 o'clock Monday afternoon.
Besides the officers in this department and myself, the mayor and the council of Darby Borough are very disturbed by this.
Video from another angle shows what led to the attack. Police say the suspect, driving a gold Nissan Altima, drives past and abruptly pulls over. He gets out of his car and chases the crossing guard down, yelling in her face and punching her. According to Police Chief Joseph Gabe, led to the attack. Police say the suspect, driving a gold Nissan Altima, drives past and abruptly pulls over. He gets out of his car.
Yeah, he had a prior interaction with her. And one thing about black folk, they can't let that shit go. Like, a lot of people getting stuff with black folk, and a black person to leave, and they think that shit over with. And you like, hey, buddy, look, just chill out. Hey, fuck you too, man. All right, fine. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man, that guy's fucking dick. Can't believe he. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, what are you ordering? I'll have the whiting with fries. Yeah, that look good, man. You sitting there just moved on, completely moved on, and that nigga walk up to his car seething. Okay? Seething. Ready to just go do 50 years in the penitentiary. Ready to go do 50.
Council of Darby Borough are very disturbed by this.
Video from another angle shows what led to the attack. Police say the suspect, driving a gold Nissan Altima, drives past and abruptly pulls over. He gets out of his car and chases the crossing guard down, yelling in her face and punching her. According to Police Chief Joseph Gabe, the victim told detectives the man was getting impatient while he was sitting in his car waiting for her to cross with the children who had just gotten off the school bus.
Yeah. And they probably had an altercation. He probably was saying some shit to her, and he ain't like her response. He didn't like her response. It was some words exchanged, and he was like, "Come on, man, hurry the fuck up, man. The fuck going on, man?" And she was probably like, "Sir," or something like, or like, "You're just gonna have to wait." And it was like, "What? Fuck you talk, bitch. All right, I got you, bitch. All right." That's how quick it be. It literally be just that. That's why I say he could have shot her ass and it'd have been that simple. I mean, no different. He just, she is very lucky. She's very lucky that nigga didn't shoot her. I'm talking about very, very lucky. She won. 'Cause I know that nigga wanted to shoot her. I know he wanted to. Hot Black in the building. What's cracking, man? What's up?
Hey, what up? You can hear me?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Not much. I'm just checking in on this story. I haven't really seen much of it yet. I just got here. But is he assaulting the crossing guard?
Yeah. I mean,
That's about right.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's not good, man. Some man couldn't control himself, man.
And good afternoon to everyone. We're also streaming live for you on CBS News Philadelphia. I'm Natasha Brown.
And I'm Siath Lewis. We begin with a disturbing attack on a local crossing guard.
Well, this vicious attack was caught on camera, and we do want to warn you that the video is tough to watch. Delaware County reporter Madeline Wright has more.
Surveillance video shows the terrifying moment a man punched a school crossing guard in the face and ran away, leaving her unconscious. It happened at 6th and Walnut Streets in Darby Borough around 3 o'clock Monday afternoon.
Besides the officers in this department and myself, the mayor and the council of Darby Borough are very disturbed by this.
Video from another angle shows what led to the attack. Police say the suspect, driving a gold Nissan Altima, drives past and abruptly pulls over. He gets out of his car and chases the crossing guard down, yelling in her face and punching her. According to Police Chief Joseph Gabe, the victim told detectives the man was getting impatient while he was sitting in his car waiting for her to cross with the children who had just gotten off the school bus.
Oh, man. It's pretty low.
Yeah, man. Woo. Woo.
We believe that he's unhappy that he has to wait while she does this, and he becomes irate and decides to take matters in his own hands.
After the attack, the victim got up and makes a phone call for help. Police.
Yeah, he's just gonna punch her. Old. She probably was older. A lot of crossing guards be older ladies. You know, they like lunch ladies. You know.
Stuck the fuck out of her. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not surprised. Assaulting the crossing guard. It's pretty fucked up.
Straight socked her in broad daylight. He didn't care. Like, niggas don't care like about decorum and shit. Like, most people don't want to be seen punching an old lady in public.
Most people.
Yeah, like even like honestly, like even if I would punch an old lady, like let's just be honest, like you never know. I ain't gonna
Certainly wouldn't want your grandma to see it.
Let me not say that, but if you were gonna punch an old lady, you would try to be a little bit more discreet about it, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're not just gonna like
jump out of your car in the middle of the intersection, sprint over to her, and fucking wheelhouse kick her in the face.
Yeah, like straight up, like just damn. That nigga couldn't even wait. He was like, fuck this shit. It's going down right now, bitch.
What happened before this, though? That's what I want to know.
It's crazy. Something was said. He didn't like it. He probably cussed her ass out or probably was very rude and asked her to hurry the fuck up. And then she probably, huh?
And she said, sir.
He parked down the street, ran back and punched her ass right in the motherfucking face.
She stood her ground, though. I'll give her that.
Yeah, and she survived the encounter, man. That's all you trying to do, man. At that point, man, you gotta survive that.
Really, that was a mercifully short encounter.
Yeah, he didn't do too much. That's true. Some man,
like when the bear like mauls you, like hits you with the paw once and fucks you up, and then just goes about its way.
Yeah, facts.
You just gotta play dead.
Wow.
Might be better to encounter the bear. The bear's not gonna stomp on your head. Or it's less likely to, I guess.
Wow. Man,
Say she was taken to the hospital with swelling and bruising on her face. Detectives are following several leads as they search for the assailant.
We're not going to tolerate this type of violence in our community.
The chief says the crossing guard works for Safe Corridors, a nonprofit based in Chester. People in the area say the crossing guard is well known and deeply appreciated in the community.
I just hope that that young lady is okay and she's able to return back to work.
Detectives are now asking witnesses to come forward. Police say if captured, the suspect could face aggravated assault and even reckless endangerment charges. In Darby, Delaware County, Madeline Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Dang.
You gotta throw the book at this dude. This is unconscionable.
Yeah, but he's unfortunately he gonna get away with that shit, man. You know he is, man.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I knew that dude, man, he definitely gonna get it.
It's a whole other set of risks being a crossing guard in Blackistan.
Telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's rough out there, man, in them streets, man. Let's see. Oh, wow.
Also tonight, an urgent search after a stabbing in Queens.
A mother of three, simply on her way to work, randomly stabbed and slashed.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo live at Elmhurst Hospital, where that woman is being treated right now. Anthony?
Well, Sade, Mike, the video of this attack will send a chill down your spine. The victim's family tells me that young mother is alert and talking, but she's in a lot of pain tonight. It's difficult for her to move her back and her arm, where she suffered those stab wounds. The family says the attacker, a total stranger, wore a ski mask and uttered not a single word as he stabbed the mother on a street corner before sunrise. The unsuspecting woman was simply waiting to cross the street when the cowardly attacker grabs her from behind. We freeze the video before he plunges a knife into her repeatedly.
Me llamó diciéndome, dice, mami.
Damn, another hombrita, man. It was an hombrita got attacked earlier in the show we did in Chicago. We know this was a son man too.
It did look like a bop to his walk.
Yeah, definitely a son, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it all the way.
I mean, it could be an hombrito.
A sunbrito.
That too.
It's a sunbrito. This ain't
Ain't no Aztec.
No, this ain't no Aztec, man. This is straight up admixture in that joint, man. He tall too. Look how tall he is, man.
Oh, true.
God, motherfuckers, different, man. Different, man. Just run up on a woman in public and just start stabbing her, sticking her, bing, bing, bing. You talk about intrusive thoughts.
Game.
Yeah. But you know how we all have intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, but apparently some are more intrusive for some than others. She's lucky to be alive.
Estoy herida.
Yes, she called me saying, "Mommy, I'm hurt. I've been stabbed."
We spoke with the victim's frightened mother and children, who say Lizette Ramales was on her way to the bus stop at 6:20 Monday morning, headed to work, when the man armed with a knife apparently stalked her and then attacked without provocation.
He crossed and he started following her, and at that time she went like that. No, first she went like this, and then she went like that. He started stabbing her, and then she started screaming and crying.
After the man grabbed the 30-year-old mother, he swung a knife at her 7 times. The video shows him briefly walk away before running back to attack the bleeding woman some more.
Yeah.
Random stabbing happened at 23rd Avenue and 94th Street. The victim's neighbor takes the same route home from work.
Different.
Like looking around like back and forth because yeah, it's very unexpected. It can happen to anybody.
But this heartless attack should not have happened to the mother of three, her family says, left doubled over in pain on a cold street corner next to stunned onlookers.
My daughter is a good girl. She's serious. She has good friends. She doesn't have any issues with anyone in our neighborhood.
I feel sad. Like, I was crying a lot yesterday. My grandpa was saying that my mom's gonna feel better, and we don't know when she's gonna come back.
The victim again tonight recovering here at Elmhurst Hospital's 2 stab wounds in the back, another 2 in the arm. Detectives are investigating this attack as both unprovoked and random. Family says police did recover a discarded knife at the crime scene. The mother of that victim telling me tonight how important it is for police to catch the attacker, saying she doesn't want him to hurt other innocent people. We're live tonight in Elmhurst. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7. Eyewitness News.
Let's hope they catch him soon.
God damn.
Damn.
Oh.
Shoplifters left a man bleeding and with a concussion. Now a former DeKalb County Kroger manager told Channel 2's Matt Johnson it will cost him his job.
No telling what would happen if
Shoplifters, is that like neighbors or is that
Well, shoplifters that assaulted an elderly patron as they left.
like neighbors?
Neighbors.
Jeez. Holy smokes, man.
Goddamn beavers.
Fucking A, man. Jesus Christ, man. Like when I tell y'all there's so much going on. When I tell y'all there's so much going on. When I tell y'all there's so much going on, y'all just don't know, man. Every day, man. Every day, they never, ever, like, take a day off. Ever. Damn.
Shoplifters left a man bleeding and with a concussion. Now a former DeKalb County Kroger manager told Channel 2's Matt Johnson it will cost him his job.
No telling what would happen if I wouldn't have drawn their attention away.
Cell phone video shows suspects at a DeKalb County Kroger swinging a bag of paper towels at an elderly employee before shoving her.
Is anybody surprised? This is why segregation. Segregation was like literally the smartest thing. Like
public safety initiative.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It was just all about public safety, man.
The same way we segregate bears and coyotes from our communities.
Yeah. I mean,
Jim Coyote and shit.
Fuck it, hey, man. Like, these people are savages, man. Like, they're savages. Like, literal savages. Like,
I think Mossy's in the back.
Mossy in the back?
It says Mossy.
Let me see, man. Oh, yeah, that is Mossy, man.
That does be Mossy. What up, man?
Unless he's a porn bomber. You muted, man. You muted, bro.
No, it's me. No porn bomber.
What's up, Marcy? How you been, man? Long time no see, man.
I've been well.
How's the baby?
She's doing fine. I was able to put her in her crib.
You gotta send me a picture, man.
All right. She just turned 10 months.
On the email, man. Email me a picture, man. I want to see the baby, man.
All right.
I want to see the baby, man. The baby, 10 months old, man. Marcy, you done. How's the things been, man? How's sleep been, man?
Sleep's been well. Works fine.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it pays that I stay up real late. I don't need a lot of sleep to to be functional.
Have you been how was it at the beginning though? The beginning it wasn't right?
The hardest part was finding out just knowing the pattern of like why she's crying is either, food, changing, she just wants to be held. But I love it. Even when it's stressful, I still love it.
Salute to you, man.
Thank you. It's actually it's the reason why it took me a long time to get back on on the panel. I spilled water on my laptop. And so
oh wow. You or your kid. Because you blame shit on your kids now.
Well, this happened before she was born.
Still, she,
Hard to blame her then. Hard to blame her then.
Yeah, no, I can't do that to her. No, but I did manage to. I fixed my laptop. I replaced the keyboard in it.
Wow, Marcy, man, my man, Marcy in the building, man. Were you surprised that these was son turds, man?
Come on, you know the answer to that.
Now, Marcy, you carry, right? How you gonna keep your the safety? Because you got to practice a different type of gun safety when you got little kids and shit.
No, I still carry openly, but it's the same deal. I just I avoid anything that smells like trouble. I avoid it. That never changed.
It smells like blunts and stuff, weed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I keep a good distance, but I'm still very relaxed. Even when I have her around, I'm relaxed in the sense that I'm still very alert. I'm still always scanning. My wife says I'm in Terminator mode. I'm just scanning everything. But no, but I enjoy having her with me. When I'm out and about.
Well, what happens? So say I run into these two. What point are we sending them to the great trap house in the sky?
Well,
what is weapons free? What point here are we going loud on these dudes?
Well, I mean, if I'm approached, my hands on it already. I was actually I had a situation where my daughter was with me when I was at a Denny's, and it was just the two of us. And we were getting ready to leave. I had put her in her car seat, and there was a guy walking across the parking lot, and he started walking towards me. Now, I had my 45 on my hip, but I was really just trying to get my seatbelt ready, and he saw my door was open, and when he saw where my hand was reaching, not knowing I was messing with my seatbelt, he said, "Hey man, don't." He said, "Hey, I don't want any trouble." He backed away and just went in the opposite direction. And I don't know if he knew. Yeah, I don't think he knew my daughter was in the truck, but I think when you have a kid, is non-negotiable.
Yeah, no doubt.
But do you want to get into a shootout with somebody with your daughter in the car?
No, absolutely not. But I have to weigh it out. I have to weigh it out as in if I don't take it seriously as it could be a serious. If I don't take it as a serious threat, if something happens to me, what's going to happen to her? That frightens me even more than anything happening to me just by myself.
It's like with these young YNs, it's like a game of brinksmanship, right? Because you either have to overreact to their force, or they're going to sense the weakness and take it to the extreme because you didn't take it there first.
Yeah.
Well,
like
you
I
got to
said,
be prepared to apply that force. I'm not. I wouldn't be like, but you got to be prepared to take them out.
yeah, like I said, I've said repeatedly whenever I come in the panel, I never ever want to get into a gunfight.
Oh, I'm
But
sure you don't.
but
Black is racist, man. He can't wait to shoot a son.
Yeah.
No, but I just think about
for a reason, man.
But I just
I
think
should
about
take my
what's
bike
more.
or something to the neighborhood pool, or
I just think about what's the worst outcome? Me not acting, or something happening to something happening to her. So
yeah, man. Just take it easy, man.
Thank you. You do the same. I know you got your hands full with with your son.
Try Bossy out here whipping out, man. When she get older,
I baited him. I baited that question though, I think. But yeah, no, good old Mossy for sure.
when she get older, man, just make sure you keep that gun out of reach, man.
Now we just need Mayo back to be like, well, she wasn't paying attention, and she should have been watching and ready for them YNs at all times.
No, I'll teach when the time is right. I'll teach her. Yeah, my wife is she's fully supportive of that as well.
Man. Let's move along, man. That's great, man. Mossy in the building, man. We got Mossy in the building, man. Experienced firearms trainer, man. Let's see, man. Let's go back and start it from the beginning.
Shoplifters left a man bleeding and with a concussion. Now a former DeKalb County Kroger manager told Channel 2's Matt Johnson it will cost him his job.
No telling what would have happened if I wouldn't have drawn their attention away.
Cell phone video shows suspects at a DeKalb County Kroger swinging a bag of paper towels at an elderly employee before shoving her. It also shows Michael's self on the ground, moment after he says the suspects punched him in the head and left him with a...
Oh, God. This is pathetic.
Damn, Michael. Come on, bro.
But you got Henrietta over here fucking going at him. This is sad, bro.
As the suspects punched him.
He like literally underneath the car, man. Jeez. They knocked your ass underneath.
And now he lost his job, too. You lost on this one, bro. Should not even got involved.
Come on, bro. Come on, brother. That's not a good. That's not a good look, man. I know sons hit hard. I do know that. I know that, man. I do know that. I know that. Sons do hit hard. Sons hit hard as a motherfucker.
And they're doing this over like a bunch of paper towels and Coke. That was like what they were loading into the car.
In the head,
left him with paper towels expensive. Them big rolls is
That's true. That's true.
There's like 8 in there, or some of them. Yeah, 8 is like the biggest one. Those big rolls are they're like $30.
With a concussion.
And as soon as I got away from out of that door, someone hit me in the back of the head with something.
Self had been the manager at that location on North Decatur Road for 14 years until May of last year. DeKalb County police are still looking for the suspects, and the incident left Self looking for a new job.
I didn't even get to talk to the people that decided to fire me.
The father of 3 says he stepped in to protect an elderly coworker, and Kroger fired him 3 days later for violating policy.
I literally just wanted to draw the attention away from my associates that were already on their way out there, get them to stop, and everybody just be done.
A Kroger spokesperson says she can't comment on personnel issues. I also asked for a copy of the employee policy when shopliftings happen, but haven't heard back.
The employee can get injured, as well as a lot of surrounding customers can get injured if the confrontation spreads.
Employment attorney Andrew Beal is not linked to this case, but he says more companies are putting it in writing. Don't engage with shoplifters. And what happens if you do is up to them.
I've seen much more in the way of admonishment or warnings rather than full termination.
Self says his termination letter accused him of starting the fight, but now he's out to clear his name.
At no point was I malicious in what I did, and at no point was it for my gain.
Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
Yo, Kroger fucked him. 14 years, and then they fucking dismiss you summarily and accuse you of starting the fight with a bunch of YNs, and it's all on camera.
That's human
Pumping the
resources.
brakes on a brazen fuel theft in
American.
Lodi with a price tag of thousands of dollars.
Police say the suspect was caught in the act using a makeshift truck bed to hold over 1,000 gallons of fuel.
Your reporter covering San Joaquin County, Carmela Karcher, getting answers tonight. What exactly led up to this arrest, Carmela?
Yeah, Dom and Ashley, it was pretty incredible what led up to this. Now, we're actually here at Pump 9 at Clute Oil and Propane in Lodi. This is the exact pump that was broken into last Monday. Now, I'll step aside so you can see exactly how they came in here. You can still see some of the damage left over from last Monday from a crowbar that they used. But again, the suspects, police say, attempted to get away with thousands of dollars worth of gas, only to be caught by a bystander.
By the time the cops hit the sidewalk, he was hopping out of the truck trying to pull the nozzle out, and it was still pumping and shot fuel out.
Caught on camera.
This guy is trying to leave the moment we hit the yard, and that's when they detained him.
An attempted fuel theft at a Lodi station last week, brought to a halt
lighter.
thanks to an observant bystander who noticed something
Or a Mexican.
suspicious.
I wouldn't look at him, just seemed kind of odd, and he's like, he's pumping here too long. You know, something's not right.
Upon further investigation, they found that the bed of the truck was actually hollow, and that there was gas in the tank as well as in the bed of the truck.
A makeshift truck bed capable of holding over 1,000 gallons of fuel.
Think about
They say
this motherfucker was going to ride down the street with all that fuel.
1,000 gallons of gasoline, Jesus Christ, in a fucking wooden tank.
Right, imagine if he got in a car accident or something like that. Or like this dude, that was. Thank God they caught him. before
Imagine, you know, he's just going through the light, and then a fucking Sunman going 90 miles an hour, and his car fucking slams into him, and there goes the whole goddamn intersection.
Jeez, I'm telling you, man. Whew. I'm telling you, man. Whew. Woo. Woo. Unbelievable, man. This is some that's some new shit. I ain't gonna lie. I seen a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty slick.
That's some new shit. How long was he there pumping? Like
Too long, apparently.
And how was he using a fake card or
I don't know. I'm not clear on like how you would think you must have to prepay for it.
Jeez.
Suspect was only able to fill less than half of the tank. But this isn't the first time this has happened at Clute Oil.
Last year, we reconcile our sales in gallons every day, and there was a day we were off 500 gallons. We couldn't find anything wrong, and what happened was they hit us that weekend before the company could come out, and they got approximately 4,500 gallons of fuel, and at the time, that was about $30,000 resale.
A similar makeshift
Yeah.
truck, but this time the suspect was able to bypass the new security measures put in place last year.
They got a crowbar in here.
Michael Clute worries it will happen again.
They're probably always stealing fuel, but right now with just how expensive fuel is, it makes it more enticing. If they were to come back how they did last year, it would have been really ugly, and it would have gotten ugly quick.
Now, he was able to get all of those 500 gallons back, which is great news. But what he did tell me is that the suspect was able to hotwire this pump and turn it into what they call unauthorized mode, so the gas can continue to flow without any interruption. But the owner did say they're going to have to replace this pump, which could cost up to $11,000.
Yeah, so no pay, and he just got direct access to it.
Jeez.
San Francisco's district attorney has announced 4 people responsible for a 2023 drive-by shooting at a Bayview housing project. They've all pleaded guilty, and they're going to serve between 6 and 10 years in prison.
As Crown 4's Dan Kerman reports now, law enforcement officials credit a stepped-up regional approach to fight gun violence.
It was in September of 2023 when gunmen opened fire in a drive-by shooting at San Francisco's...
They got time served, so they've probably been in, well, who knows? They could have been on the street. Say they've been in, right? Since that time, right?
Hopefully.
They already did 3 years.
Not enough.
So they got how much left?
6.
How much? Oof. Oof. Wow.
Griffith housing project in the Bayview.
This is a
One
housing
person was
project?
shot and critically injured, and during a month-long investigation, SFPD coordinated with various agencies, including the FBI, ATF, and Oakland Police. At a news conference Monday, law enforcement officials said ATF cameras helped identify the armed suspects who had come to San Francisco from Oakland. 7 Bay Area locations were eventually raided, yielding multiple weapons and the arrest of suspects. Now, 4 defendants have all pleaded guilty and will each serve between 6 and 10 years in prison.
It's true what you're hearing here today is a regional response, and it has to be. So anyone that's out there committing crimes, whether in San Francisco, Oakland, Vallejo, San Jose, doesn't matter, anywhere in the state of California, know that we're going to work together. We're going to track you down. You will be arrested.
Bay Area law enforcement leaders say different agencies have always worked together, but changing times have made it more important than ever to curb gun violence.
We have seen an uptick in the regional nature of these particular types of crimes like shootings. And I think much of that is linked to both affordability issues here in San Francisco, gentrification, other factors that have caused people to move outside of San Francisco into other parts of the Bay Area. But
it's white people. What the fuck?
You high yellow hussy.
Damn.
Fix your mouth and say it's our fault. Why am I not surprised?
Jesus Christ. Fucking A. That even shocked me. I'm used to them doing that.
I didn't see that one coming out.
Yeah, that kind of shocked me. I was like, wow.
Well, that Asian dude's looking at her like, the fuck?
Damn. She straight pulled that. She went there, man. Just snuck it in there. Yeah, man. Gentrification. God damn.
yet their criminal activity is still connected to San Francisco. And so we're seeing more retaliation and violence happen between Oakland and San Francisco, Vallejo, other areas, Antioch, and people coming into the city. And that's why we do have to have a regional strategy.
Authorities say they're also finding there's more cooperation between gangs in various cities, and using technology and taking the regional approach will hopefully keep law enforcement one step ahead. 2 of the defendants have already been sentenced and are in prison. The other 2 are scheduled to be sentenced on Wednesday. At police headquarters in San Francisco, Dan Kerman, Crown 4 News.
Wow.
They fucked up the area when they left, and they fucked it up when they gentrified it and they came back. I mean, what are we supposed to do, man? What are we supposed to do?
Hey! Shocking moments caught on camera. This video obtained by First Alert 4 showing intense moments in downtown early this morning as gunfire erupts near the Marquee Restaurant and Lounge on Locust Street. As you heard, multiple rounds fired. This just one of several shootings and disturbances St. Louis police are looking into tonight as the end of 314 day in the city turned to chaos and crime last evening into the early morning hours today. Our Jordan Burrell breaks down what happened and what police are doing.
What started as a day of celebrating St. Louis pride on 314 Day turned into hours of violence across the city once the day turned to night. St. Louis City Police say between the evening and early morning hours following 314 Day, they responded to shootings, street takeovers, and large, out-of-control crowds. Hey! This dash cam video captured near Locust Street. It shows just one of those moments from the night. A man can be seen dodging a shot. He then ducks down to take cover and then begins shooting back. The driver who shared the video says his car was hit by a stray bullet. Police say 2 men were involved, a 24-year-old and a 27-year-old. Both had non-life-threatening injuries. Police have not found the second suspect.
The 27-year-old who was engaged in that shootout, he is going to be charged. He is a convicted felon. There was no reason for him to have a firearm.
Earlier in the night, officers responded to several other shootings, including a 14-year-old girl shot during a large juvenile gathering near Broadway and Halls Ferry. Videos being shared on
St.
social
Louis is a
media show the
hellhole.
large
Holy
crowd at
shit.
the intersection. Police say
I'm just
hundreds of young
like,
people
how
were
do
in.
these niggas get to like cry racism because some white man like said something mean at Kroger's or some shit? Like, it's, and then everybody, like, every time, like, oh my God, we need an investigation. Oh my God, we need to, cover it on all.
Yeah, police didn't do enough here.
Yeah, like every single time they get to, these motherfuckers are like fucking A, man. Every city, every single city.
And little towns.
Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, guys. Jesus Christ. Woo.
St. Louis is a special kind of hellhole, though, I think. Really the heart of darkness.
Yeah, definitely.
The street, refusing to leave when gunshots rang out from within the crowd. St. Louis City Police say street takeovers were popping up around the city, including near Morgan Ford and Gravois. First Alert 4 obtaining this video where you can see the street blocked off and people saying a body was in the street. Crazy. Officers say a woman hanging out of a vehicle was ejected after a car crashed. She suffered multiple non-life-threatening injuries, but police say there were multiple street takeovers citywide, some with fireworks and flamethrowers. Officers used spike strips to catch around 50 cars throughout the night.
There was one consistent problem that we saw throughout the night, even with multiple of these shootings. It was juveniles without their parents. They were nowhere in sight.
No other
Our
commonalities.
officers should not be your babysitter. Our city is not a playground, and this type of violence is absolutely unacceptable.
Can you imagine a week
Police
without the
also
police?
responded to 3 other shootings, one located at St. Charles and Tucker that injured an adult woman. There was another at 7th and Chestnut following a street takeover that injured a 17-year-old boy, and another street takeover that ended in gunfire at 9th and Branch that injured a 19-year-old. Anyone with information on any of these incidents are asked to contact police. We'll have that information within the story on the First Alert 4.
Oh man. Man, salute to everybody in the chat, man.
Cellular car phones, once a new and expensive status symbol.
You could stay out of getting involved and I could flex the deal.
This more and more is the reality. A Fort Worth contractor in his pickup truck, talking ordinary business on his way from job to job.
Break my heart, break my heart. Couldn't afford them anyway, but I.
Or a housewife simply keeping in touch with friends.
This one for $7.99.
The cost of cellular phones has been dropping. Installation now is about $1,000. Monthly charge around $100. And they are a hot item. 1.25 million customers today and 58,000 new ones every month. A year from now, every metropolitan area of the nation will have cellular phone service.
Man, I don't remember that at all. I didn't know hardly nobody with a cell phone that was growing up in the 80s. You weren't alive in the 80s, right, Hot Blood?
No.
Yeah, so
Oh, like early 90s, yeah.
yeah, I didn't really cell phones really get prevalent until like 99, really, like 98, 99. That's when I kind of got my first one, but I never kept it on and I never kept it charged. It was just around. I never, you know what I mean? And every charger, every cell phone had a different charger, like a different, you know what I mean, little plug. You couldn't, this was in the 2000s too. Like deep in the 2000s, you had to, let me see, can I see your charge? Oh, no, dang, you got a different charger. What do you got chargers for this type of phone? Now everything's standardized, right? But before the years,
definitely has increased the money that I make.
Small businessmen have taken to
that
cellular
car,
phones
that's a goddamn nice ass car back in those days.
like ducks to water.
So let me know when the listing comes out so that I can try and sell it and work with you guys.
For Los Angeles real estate salesman Tom Carnahan, the car phone is a dream come true.
That's not a bad profit for 1 year.
Now more people did have car phones. I saw more car phones than I did cell phones, but I just didn't see.
Wouldn't any car phone be a cell phone? That's the only way it would be
No,
able to
they
work.
had the brick phone. Yeah, but I mean,
It's still connected to a cellular radio.
Mark Kuznets, foreign producer of NBC Nightly News, walks his kids to
and there
school in
weren't cell phone towers everywhere either.
Manhattan every morning.
Right.
That one. This one right here is
That's the OG brick. Yeah.
Then strolls up 6th Avenue, talking to producers and
That's
correspondents
to keep a sun
all
man
over
off
the
your
world.
We
phone.
move Nelson and company over to Haiti, or we move Noah and company from Haiti over to Santo Domingo and feed from whichever place is best to feed from.
Oh, I love it. Let me roll up my window. I can't hear you. There's some trucks coming by.
She's talking to herself. There's nobody on the other end of the call. This is what the cellular car phone has spawned, a phony car phone. Status without the static. The fake phone sells for $15.95. And Patricia Kwame of Los Altos, California, has already sold 40.
All that's going to do is make some goddamn man
break into your car.
Breaking your car for no reason.
5,000 of them.
Our motto is it's not what you own, it's what people think you own.
But phony phones will have a short life if prices on the real thing continue to drop. Next, within a decade, the entire nation, indeed the entire world, on call, person to person. Douglas Kiker, NBC News.
That'll never happen.
A decade, wow. Well, I can't even talk that shit with y'all. Both of y'all too young, man. Let's see what's going on here, man.
In the South have such a low social status that you simply can't be seen in public with them and still expect.
Damn.
Shit.
Asian man came out hot. Damn, man.
Yeah,
Slow down,
I don't want
man.
to associate with any Negroes.
Ease into it, man. He came out smoking.
All right, Jackie Chan. Tell us how you really
Right.
feel.
Like, damn. This is the South, Mississippi. You know, there's a lot of Asians in Mississippi back in the day. You probably didn't know that. There was a lot of Asians in Mississippi. Jesus. China, man. That motherfucker came out smoking.
Blacks in the South have such a low social status that you simply can't be seen in public
You should
with
read
them
the
and still
description.
expect to have any respect.
Time to help him try to go get go to barber shop. That's how the American barber knows he not the full-blood Chinese. They say don't cut no nigga hair.
Still
Fucking A, man.
Many Chinese immigrants first arrived in the Delta in the late 1800s and opened grocery stores that often served black farming communities.
Jesus Christ. They've been doing that shit. They've been playing that role in our communities way longer than we even knew, man. That's crazy.
What I'm saying.
Wow. Sons don't know how to run a store, man. They can't run a fucking store.
Rights movement helped the Chinese to attain certain status among the white world.
Is it the mayor?
Whereas we didn't have anything gained in the black.
You guys said it's a lot of them down in Mississippi. A lot of them. That's one of the history's biggest like forgotten stories.
World, because they didn't have nothing for us to step into.
Dang, he said the blacks ain't had nothing for them to step into. But even though they were literally, and I mean like they were what you call it, opening stores in our neighborhood and talking shit about us and bigging up the white man, and you can't open no store in the white neighborhood, motherfucker. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
At least I had not known.
Damn, they cooking us, man. China man cooking us right now.
You know, we didn't march. If that's what you mean, why didn't we get out and march? And well, I guess the best answer is that I'm a coward.
Yeah, he's got the most interesting blend of Chinese and Southern accent.
And they didn't even help us march, man. Motherfuckers, cold-blooded, man, right?
Reptilian.
My people, you know, they think that blacks shouldn't belong with Chinese people. My people want me to marry someone of my own color so that, you know, we'll have our own color because of the blood. Shouldn't mix the blood up. I don't have anything against you. I don't have anything against any color. And I was raised around black people. I'm not going to turn against black people because my people told me not to. I have my own life to live.
It was considered colored, but it's considered Chinese because it only has Chinese. My father met my mother. It was right after the slaves was emancipated in the South.
Yeah.
I don't think that they will marry black, my children. Personally, I think that Chinese people tend to, you're putting me on the spot.
Her eyes are scary.
The Chinese girl told me that she doesn't trust them. She don't like black kids. She said they don't go with her color because they think they'll steal things and they'll rob people, kidnap and all.
By now.
God damn. Your reputation precedes you, man. That's all you got is your reputation, man. God damn.
The Chinese had them numbered. Like, no, don't be friends with them. They're a bunch of thievers.
Damn. That's crazy.
God. But I don't think like that. I just think like any colored people's my friends, just as long as they get along with me.
Blacks in a...
Damn. Shit. Unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable.
What do you call a Chinese dirt dolphin?
Soy sauce. I don't know what.
I don't know. I'll think of something.
All this research I've been doing, man. Let's see.
A lot of research, clearly, yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Look, if I don't do it, oh yeah, here we go. This is funny.
Day 23 of exposing Black history because it literally didn't even happen. We're all familiar with Rodney King. We've all seen the infamous video that was presented by the mainstream media as just an innocent black guy being ruthlessly beaten by cops for no reason but his skin color, right? And of course, just like more modern instances of police brutality that we see propagated today, the whole narrative was just a complete lie. Here is the true story of violent deadbeat criminal Rodney King, who got exactly what was coming to him. Just for some background, Rodney King was a convicted felon who was previously arrested on robbery charges. He's out on parole on March 3rd, 1991, when he decides to drink copious amounts of alcohol, take a whole bunch of PCP, and hop behind the wheel of a vehicle. So after being spotted driving erratically by the police, the lights go on, and King leads the LAPD on a high-speed chase where he's going over 110 miles per hour, and we would later find out through his own admission that he fled because he was afraid of getting a DUI and thus violating his parole. Astute observation, Mr. King. Turns out his BAC was 2.5 times the legal limit in addition to all the PCP. So the police corner King's car and order everyone inside to get out. His two passengers comply, but King resists. He starts spitting on the cops, starts making offensive comments to the police women, and he starts dancing around like a maniac. And so the cops are like, okay, this guy's probably on PCP. So 3 white cops and 1 Hispanic cop are trying to subdue King, who's 6'3", 250 pounds. They try the stun gun. It doesn't work. And because the LAPD had banned chokeholds in 1982, they have no recourse left but to start using their nightsticks. But
damn, they banned chokeholds. So you wrestling with this big PCP, fucking angel dust,
Proto Floyd,
and you can't. Oh my god, that the white liberals, man. They think they always like, yeah, man, let's do this, let's change this thing, and everything they change, they never look at the downstream consequences.
Yeah, they just pat themselves on the back for helping blacks and fucking move on with their lives.
Feel good about themselves like a motherfucker.
every time they got him to the ground, he would just get back up, at which point they were forced to continue clubbing him. And the incident was caught on film by videographer George Holliday, whose house the police officers had unluckily pulled King over in front of. And the media put this video everywhere, the parts of the footage showing King just being beaten for no freaking reason. And of course, it spread like wildfire throughout the country. So the police officers are charged with assault and excessive force, and the trial begins around a year after the incident, and the full extent of King's actions, the drunk driving, the belligerent violence, the PCP, all of that's revealed. And it was also demonstrated that the officers actually stopped beating King whenever he stopped moving and stopped resisting, only acting the way they did in fear of their own safety. So after 29 days of testimony and 7 days of deliberation, the jury acquitted the 4 officers. Now, Black Americans were already upset about the beating itself, which the media had characterized as the product of police brutality, white racism. So when it was announced that the police officers were acquitted, Black people basically immediately began rioting, only ending after George H.W. Bush invoked the Insurrection Act and deployed thousands of troops to Los Angeles. California Governor Pete Wilson also activated over 10,000 National Guardsmen to quell the riots. And over the course of 5 days, 63 people were killed, over 2,000 were injured, 12,000 were arrested. The riots also resulted in $1 billion in property damage, making it the most costly riot in American history. On the bright side, they did give us the iconic, riveting images of the rooftop Koreans defending their property from violent hordes.
Truly
All
iconic
that happened
picture,
because
yeah.
a Black career criminal chose to drunk drive and then resist arrest. King would, of course, later sue the city of Los Angeles, collect millions of dollars, and end up continuing his drinking and drug abuse for the rest of his life until he was found dead in the bottom of his swimming pool with alcohol, PCP, and cocaine in his system in 2012. Old habits die hard, I guess. Friendly advice. PCP is going to make you think that you can fight police officers. Do not listen to it. It is trying to trick you. Day 23 of exposing Black history.
Wow.
You should do Tulsa.
You said do Tulsa?
I said he should do Tulsa.
He did some other things, though. Look,
Oh, yeah, look.
Day 1 of exposing Black history because it like literally didn't even happen. So we all know the story, right? 1955, Montgomery, Alabama. Rosa Parks, she's this tired seamstress. She refuses to give up her seat to this white guy after a long day's work because her feet hurt. She gets arrested for this, and then it sparks a bus boycott. She becomes the mother of the civil rights movement. She's now remembered as a brave hero who stood up to power. The entire thing was a planned publicity stunt from the beginning. By 1955, Rosa Parks was already like an experienced left-wing activist. She and her husband were attending Communist Party meetings. Also, her husband owned a car. So this is not even the first time this happened. Black people were getting arrested for this stuff, but the NAACP and the activists ignored them. And Rosa Parks was specifically selected as the perfect subject for this agenda. She was polite, she was employed, she was married, she was seen as somebody who would be sympathetic to white people. And actually, the Rosa Parks incident itself was actually a reproduction of a prior incident where they planned to make a different woman into this kind of figurehead, but then they found out that she got pregnant out of wedlock, and so they had to sub her out for old Rosa. What's funny too is that she actually had to ride around on a few different buses before this happened, since the rules weren't really meant for women. They weren't really enforced on female passengers. Also, she wasn't even exhausted.
That's crazy. Wait till the manosphere hear that. We gotta wait till the manosphere hears that, huh?
Shit, black women been betraying y'all.
Wow. Sisters can sit in the front of the bus.
Up front was Zaddy.
Up front was us sun turns, man. We was the ones that couldn't sit in front of the bus. Wow.
They divested themselves to the front of the bus.
Wow. That's crazy. That's bananas right there, man.
I never knew that.
Me neither. That's crazy work. Holy smokes. So she had to try to, she had to wait till that joke was filled. People standing room only. And it's like, all right, just you gotta
the white cops like very reluctantly like, hey, you know how it is. We don't normally do this, but you gotta go to the back.
Damn.
She admitted in her autobiography that she refused the seat not because she was physically tired, but because she was tired of giving in to injustice. But that wasn't her first run-in with that bus driver either. James F. Blake in 1943, Blake kicked her off the bus entirely, yet that incident got zero attention from the activists because she hadn't been chosen yet by the activists to play this role. Here's the kicker though, Montgomery law segregated buses, but it didn't actually require black people to give up seats to white people if no other seats were available. Rosa Parks was sitting in the middle section and she wasn't asked to move until more passengers started boarding.
Yeah. But nowadays, man, or even all my life, black people go straight to the back of the bus. Straight way.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like an older person or something like that. But if you're like fucking 30, 40 or younger, then you going straight to the back.
Or, they go through like 6 emergency exits all the way to the back car of the train.
Yeah.
Smoke their blunt.
Basically, you had a white section, a middle section, and a black section, and the driver was trying to move the sign to expand the white section of the bus into some of the middle seats since there were a bunch of white people about to get on the bus. And so we asked Rosa Parks and a few black guys if they would move from the middle section into the black section, since it would literally be illegal for him to tell the white passengers to go sit in the black section. So the guys were like, all right, yeah, whatever. But she went along with her plan, and so she was arrested because she wasn't listening to the bus driver. But she did not stop there at buses. She supported Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam, the whole kill white police officers guys. She marched in Farrakhan's Million Man March in 1995. She backed the Black Power movement, defended black rioters in the Detroit riots in 1967. She endorsed domestic terrorist groups like the Black Panthers, also the kill white police officers guys, the Black Liberation Army, Weather Underground, the bomb and kill white people guys. Nobody knows about the history of left-wing terrorism, dude. This stuff was all going on. Despite all of that, though, she still spoke at the 1988 Democratic National Convention, hailed as a hero. Rosa Parks was a calculating revolutionary whose actions were part of this broader left-wing conspiracy, but the myth that we're all taught is designed to hide this and the radicalism that created it so that we're taught, some feel-good narrative when we're in kindergarten. Truth matters. I love black people. Day one of exposing black history.
Holy smokes, man. We gotta say some of that for tomorrow, man. Yeah, man. Great show, man. Salute, man. Any final thoughts, man?
I love black people.
Facts, man.
I love black people too.
Facts. Same black time. Same black channel. I'm out of here. Subscribe.
Peace out.